The 1997 Roar Off-Road Nationals were held at the K&M Raceway in Houston, Texas. The drivers had a good view of the track, and some of the spectators in the sauna section had an even better view. The modern parts department was well stocked. You could really get some height off of the jumps if you felt lucky. But if you were like everyone else, you found yourself heading in the wrong direction. Let's head to the pit area.
My problem is
Brandon, how do you turn it on? So I ran my
I'm on.
Drivers, good luck and on the tone. This is race number 1, modified buggy. We still have Brian Kidwell, 2 TQs out in the lead. Mark Kavita is right there behind him in that second spot. Here's Kevin leader. Down the front straightaway. Kidwell first over the line at 20.8 lap time, Kavita's at 21.7. But Brian Kidwell slowly pulled away from Mark Kavita. Chris Big in that third spot. Sorap in fourth. Come your leaders down the front straightaway to cross the line again. There's Brian Kidwell. Kavita's in second. Big in third. So Mark Francis moved into that fourth spot. But Brian already broke. Kavita's your leader, leading in second. Number 4, Mark Francis in that third spot. He's followed by Dunbar, Hodak, Ledger, Brown, Kidwell. Looks like Tom Foley in that ninth spot now. Mark Kavita's your leader. Chris B. 2 seconds behind him in that second spot. Mark Francis running about 3 seconds behind Chris B. Brad Hodak, car number 3 running out the top 4. Here comes our leader across the line, number 2, Mark Kavita. Number 9, Chris Bing in second. Number 4, Mark Francis in third. Number 3, Greg Kodak in fourth. Okay, there's your leader in lap traffic. Good sportsmanship, number 8, let the leader go by. That's second place behind you. 2, 9, 4, 3, 6, 5, 0, 7, and 8. That is your racing order, guys. Thanks, Dave. Number 2, that third spot. Thanks, Zero. Number 4, Mark Francis in fourth. One minute. Number 2, Mark Francis, still your leader. There goes down the front straightaway and across the line. Number 7, that's your leader right there. Number 5, that's your leader behind you. Christine, number 9, in second. Seven, that is your leader in front of you. Ten seconds to go, guys. Time, guys. Okay, 9 you're done. 5 and 8 you're done. Need you guys to pull off the track. 3 and 4 you're done. Mark Francis is fourth. The racing clean. Brian Kinwald, your leader. Hodap is second. Mark Francis third. Casey Joe fourth. Followed by Dunbar, Brown. Barry Baker, Matt Lee, Mark Vegas, and J.R. Mitt. Come on, Mark. You're racing for 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to go. Number 1, Brian Kinwald, your leader. He has about a 3-second lead. Hodap in second. Francis third, then Mark fourth. Followed by Boudreaux, Brown, Baker, Lee, Mitch, and Vegas. 1 minute to go. Kinwald, your leader, hold up second. Francis third. Dunlop fourth. Seconds to go. Turn you guys finish lap your own, 6 you're done, 4 you're done. Need you guys to pull off the track as soon as you cross the loop.
Brian Kinwald in the middle also won the truck race, with Greg Hodap on the right taking second and Barry Baker third. Congratulations, guys. We're still running our awesome World's ad. A great coffee mug design by Mike Ogle with Matt Francis's World Championship winning car, our championship winning RC10 T2 truck powered by Reedy Modified Motors. Masami Hirosaka's RC12L World Champion winning car, and our emblem showing us with 15 World Championships. Team Associated is worlds ahead.
Sponsored by Team Associated, Reedy Modifieds, .Use. Your 6th qualifier, sponsored by Team Losi and Team Performance Motors, Alex Guerrero. Your 5th qualifier, sponsored by Proline, Team Associated, and Reedy Modifieds, Mike Reed. Your 4th qualifier, sponsored by Team Associated, Reedy Modified, Jason Rona. Your 3rd qualifier, sponsored by Team Trinity and Team Losi, Gabe Boudreau. Your 2nd qualifier, sponsored by Reedy Modifieds and Team Associated, Mark Davidas. And your top qualifier for Factory Mod Truck A-Main, your 1997 two-wheel drive Itmar World Champion, sponsored by Team Trinity and Team Losi, Mr. Brian Kinwald.
Sean, I think you're going to get a problem there for visibility. Shoot down here a little bit, that may block some of it.
We need somebody in the 4th corner here. Sean, why don't you move
No,
on?
that's a dead corner. We don't need
That's a dead corner.
Just don't want to block the driver.
All right, stay down. On the sound of the tone. All right, get out for the mod truck, factory mod truck. Brian Kinwald spin to the early lead. He just gets inside. Oh, Gabe Boudreau get into Brian Kinwald. That's going to give Jimmy Jacobson from the 4th position. Excuse me, that's Jason Rona. Rona taking over the early lead. Brian Kinwald right Jason Rona. Second position is Scott Hughes, lead purple, white, and fluorescent yellow. Third position is the world famous colors of Mark Pavitas, followed by Brian Kinlaw. Down the backstretch, your leader goes now. Jason Rona starting to stretch his lead out. The number 4 truck out in front. Second position is the number 7 of Scott Hughes. A beautiful start from the 7th position. Kinwall takes it by Pavitas. Pavitas back to the inside. Kinwall doing the courteous thing to leave him room, knowing that can't come back in on him. Pavitas coming up short on the double. That's going to let Kinwall get by for the 3rd position. Our leader is Jason Rona. Over the triple, Scott Hughes in 2nd position. Kinwall in the 3rd position right now, followed by Pavitas, Jacobson, and Guerrero. Guerrero on his lid. That's going to give Pavitas and Jacobson a little bit of some room. Guerrero gets the inside the pipe. Aiden Boudreau gets by for that 5th position, 6th position. Drivers, we have 1:20 to go on the clock. 1:20. Your leader, Jason Rona, over the triples. Truck number 4. 2nd position is Scott Hughes. Truck number 7. 3rd position is the truck number 1 of Brian Kinwall. Brian Kinwall on the move right now, turning the fastest laps on the track. He's got 1 minute to catch up. He's straight away down your leader, Jason Rona. Rona with the lead, number 4. That time leaves 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go on the A8, a factory modified truck. Kinwall on the move on the back door of Scott Hughes right now. Your leader is Jason Rona. Kinwall in the 3rd position, getting up on our pipe a little bit. Drivers, 45 seconds to go on the clock. 45. Rona's holding on to his lead. Got a couple more laps to go. Here comes Kinwall to the outside. Scott Hughes holding on to that 2nd position. Drivers, 20 seconds to go on the clock. 20 seconds are going to go by for possibly 1 more lap after that. Kinwall and Hughes get together. Kinwall to the inside. Rona with the lead. Kinwall in 2nd. Hughes in 3rd. Hughes on his lid now. Drivers, this is going to be time. And across the line, it will be done. Jason Rona with the win. Brian Kinwall coming all the way back to 2nd. Scott Hughes 3rd. 4th is going to go to Jacobson. Guerrero in 5th. Pavitas 6th. Boudreau 7th. Soda 8th. Drivers are set. Turn marshals are there. Drivers on the tongue.
I'm going to get him back, please.
All right, drivers, we're going to go again on the tongue. Kinwall jumping out to an early lead. So that kind of pulling in the 2nd position. Jason Rona in 3rd. They're going 1, 2, 3 through the infield, followed by Aiden Boudreau. Jimmy Jacobson making a move from the 9th position, followed by Jimmy Babcock, Bobby Smith, Billy Easton, and Brownie, Scott Brown. Brian Kinwald getting a better start than he got in the factory modified truck. Kinwald out in front, the number 1 car, followed by the number 2 car of Sorab Talipoli. Number 3, Jason Rona. Number 6, David Joe. Number 9, Jimmy Jacobson. Number 7 of Todd Gracie. Oh, Todd getting in the back door of Jimmy. Jimmy drops all the way from 5th position to 10th. Racing move. Oh, Sorab hitting to the side of Kinwald as Kinwald Casey jumps Sorab all over Kinwald right now. Sorab, Tavakoli driving the pink and blue cars. Brian Kinwald driving his world's famous colors of black, blue, fluorescent, yellow, and white. Jason Rona hanging in there in the 3rd position. David Boudreau on a nice run. Sorab into the backside of Brian one more time off the jump. Kinwald holding the lead. So it's Kinwald starting to stretch his lead out one more time. Sorab in the 2nd position. Jason Rona hanging right there. Jason getting caught up on a fight. Gabe Boudreau getting caught by a turn marshal. That is just bad racing luck for Gabe Boudreau. Gabe Boudreau in the 4th position now. Brownie all the way up into 5th right now. As Boudreau goes by, Rona on the inside, Rona gets flipped back over. So it's Brownie now in the 4th position. Gabe Boudreau in the 3rd position. Out in front, Brian Kinwald, followed by Sergeant Tavakoli. Then Gabe Boudreau, Scott Brown making a beautiful move from 10th after the 1st lap. All the way up into the 4th position, 1:20 to go. Scott Brown, owner proprietor of Tacoma RC Raceway, where the 1997 Roar stock mats were held this year. Pop says, great race. Out in front, Brian Kinwald. 2nd position, Sorab Talipoli. Scott Brown trying to get inside. 1 minute to go on the clock. Scott Brown and Gabe Boudreau. Beautiful race for 3rd position. Gabe in the pipe. Rolling over. Brownie from dead last to 3rd. Right now, we've got 45 seconds to go. Kinwald has given a high-ho see to Sorab. Huge lead for Kinwald. 30 seconds to go, he's going to get 2 more laps. Sorab's going to get another lap after this. Brownie's going to have to hurry. This might be Brownie's last lap, Gabe's last lap, Jason Rona's last lap, and Billy Easton's last lap. Drivers, less than 15 seconds to go on the clock. That is your leader, Jimmy. Drivers, 5 seconds to go. Kinwald is going to get by. Sorab is going to make it. Drivers, that is time. When you cross the line, you will be done. Scott Brown going to take the 3rd position. Gabe in 4th. Rona finishing 5th. 6th position is going to go to Billy Easton. 7th is going to go to Todd Mauricio. Oh, Kinwald flip it over the triples. Here comes Sorab one more time. Kinwald rolling around. Kinwald with the win. Sorab Tavakoli in 2nd position. That is a race. We're still waiting for Jimmy.
We're starting to get ready for this well, it's an unlimited speed run. Try and pick it up here if you guys are ready to run. Remember, you're going to run, you guys, I believe it was 11:05. People, battle stations. Now, he didn't provide us with any information, so yell it out. HPI car. A lot of cells. The car is orange. Alright, Mr. Ito, checking the dials. Slowly on the bank, in turn 1. And on the back straightaway. 3 and 4, here he comes off forward frame. Yeah, if he gets this thing hooked up, here we go, we're on the clock. If this car hooks up, it'll be entertaining. A little squirrely. Oh, we have a mile per hour clock set up too. Cool. Squirrely 56.11 speed control. BSR tires. PDI batteries. Photoform Nissan. Big shove because it needs it to get rolling. Listen to that thing. Turbocharged. Quarter power to get the thing up to snuff, and we'll click the switch in 3. And hang on, he's on it. It's stable out of 2. Ooh. Something let go. That's a bummer. All right, John Peterson is up next. You got to see the levels on the amplifier. All right, we're on the track. Voltage Plus, and a special thanks, he says, to Hugh Jorgen.
Every time you could hear him just touching it. Every time he touched it.
Whoa! Backwards.
Just about 80 mile away. Don't progressively get in it.
There we go. Pull the trigger. I just broke a chair.
Throw that man a chair.
Houston, we have a problem.
Get this thing to roll. No wood, no grass. Get somebody to give you a long push.
The exit of turn 2.
Mike, get more on the flat.
Now that's your trophy, Mr. Peterson. Take it with you.
We weren't laughing at you, Gary. We were laughing at that trophy.
Incoming. Someone's not thinking about that. This is Gary Hamilton. Well, it's not like a tire let go as soon as he hit the throttle, but we'll see what happens. 8.9, 87.78 miles per hour, high and 2. Uh-oh. Boom! And the tire just went wacko. Scratched one Goodyear. 87 point. Yeah, you got 8.9, then you had 8, I still want to hook up the speed trap and put it across one of the straightaways. so we can get an actual trap speed on the car. Danny Yeager's familiar colors, orange and white. Feathering up the power, here he goes. Two.
Arn.
And that thing doesn't look healthy. 10.1, 77.14. All right, here's Bruce. You don't need a microphone. Oh my God. Parts are everywhere, and what's that laying up at the top of the wall? The car is stuck in the top of the wall in the fence. And there's a big trail of something coming out the back of it. Oh, man. That thing. Oh.
Get that motor!
That's gonna take some gloves over there to pick up that stuff. We need a cameraman to turn 3. Yeah. Oh man, that looks dangerous. Hey, don't pull it out until the cameraman gets there. Hold on. It was caps, and I couldn't get it.
Hey Bruce, pick up all your stuff from those 4 guys.
Oh well. As soon as we scrape all the big chunky stuff off the race. Yeah, the motor and electronics are from Aviox. Ryan batteries, Jayco tires, Protoform. It's a Nissan body. This has been thinned down. The radio gear from Aerotronics, and I believe he's from Costa Mesa, California. Mr. Cliff Lett has the trap. And by the way, you know how much this car weighs? 76.6 ounces. Well, yeah, batteries are heavy, especially when you got lots of them in the car. All right, people get off of the railing, get back off of the railing, get back off of the railing. Cliff Lett coming out of 4, and he's on it. Good rinse car. And first lap time, 8.3, 94.22 miles per hour. Oh, there goes a tire. Cliff Lett. Hey, you know what? It broke the diff axle. That diff broke, and he didn't hit anything. How's that for G-force in the corner? Ooh, that's wicked. 8.3 seconds, 94.22 miles per hour. I think it's safe to say that that's a new track record. In Indianapolis before, he'd be the man. Your pole sitter qualified at 21.411.93. Put on the show during the unlimited speed run this afternoon at over 90 miles an hour. His qualifying time 21.411.13. He is sponsored by Associated, Reedy, LRP, Aerotronics, Protoform, RCPS, Dunmore, Kimbrough, and he welcomes his parents here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fast Man himself, the speed run king, Cliff Lett. That is your lineup for the Invitational A-Main.
I've heard that somewhere before.
All right, turn marshal. Wait for that traffic to clear before you go up to rescue a car in trouble. Drivers, I have to tell you guys to communicate on the driver's stand. You do it so well. Drivers, good luck. 4 minutes of invitational A-main action coming up at the Tone. Got contact in one. Got 2 cars that are in trouble in one, and one's clear now. So here comes the fill off 4. Stevenson, Hamilton, and Payne with left fourth. Trying to break away from the pack. Woo! Look at the horsepower from Roger Payne. Starts to the high side, and sitting right there in the catbird seat is Cliff Lett. Roger Payne and Hamilton across the line on with Steenhoven. 11.6, 11.5, all 11s down from the top 11 cars on the grid. 3:25 to go on the national clock. It is Roger Payne, 11-2 on lap number 3. The number 6 car out front with Eric Steenhoven relegated to second. Then Cliff Lett, number 1 car is third. Then it's Gary Hamilton's number 5 and Derek Pollock. Pavita, Silva, Livingston, Tillum, and Silva. That's Carolyn Dwayne. Rounding out the top 10.
Thank you, Sean. I'll tell you, right in the front straight here, that's second lap behind Frank Gillum. I didn't exactly see which car it was, but I know they were coming out on 4 and going down the front straight. Man, there must have been a major sweat coming out that time. I'll tell you, wow. Couldn't have put a piece of paper between them.
Roger Payne trying to stretch out the lead. That is he going down the back straightaway, leading the pack. Headed into turn number 3, Mr. Payne, 11.2 on lap 6. We'll check his time here on lap number 7. There he is, 11.4.
I'll tell you, Sean, they really must have dug down deep in their bag of tricks, because right now the pace is at 21.406. TQ was 21.411. So at this point, they're running 5 seconds ahead of the projected time they're required to sit up in the front seat from the left. So jamming to the front, reach down the bag of the good stuff, I can tell.
Unbelievable. Roger Payne, 11.5. Lett, 11.5. Steenhoven, 11.5. Koba, 11.5. The top 4, 11.5 for last time around. 6, 1, 3, and 7.
We appreciate them doing that, because that makes it real easy for us to figure out.
Gentlemen, you're 2 down, 2 to go. Halfway home to a victory, the A-Main Winterfest 1997 Norco. Roger Payne headed into 1, right behind him. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and 7th. Leading the freight train down the back straight into turn number 2. I think that's one cross car that is easy by down on the inside. Yes, thank you very much. 140 to go. Mark running off the pace and giving the fast guys plenty of room. Good person driving by the orange car, and Mark lets them pull it off down on the back straightaway. Number 15 car out of commission now with 120 to go. 1-2-0 to go. 11.6 to Roger. Cliff Lett, 11.7. Cliff now from 3rd to 2nd. Eric Steenhoven now is in 3rd. And a good battle back in the back of the pack as well. Silva, that's Gerald, Mike Dyer, and John Liggins, and Dwayne Silva.
Little family will throw the back of the pack. 1 minute drive, you heard the song. Let me give you a quick rundown of numbers for those of you. 6, 1, 3, 7, and 5. Your top 5 cars. 6, 1, 3, 7, and 5 with 50 seconds remaining.
A-Main, that's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, headed into turn number 3, coming out of 3 in through 4. Roger Payne to the line, then Cliff Lett, then Steenhoven, then Derek Pollock, headed into 1. That's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And putting on pressure, Cliff Lett from the outside, looking to the eye shot of Roger Payne, gets a running out of turn number 3. Here they come to the line. It is Cliff Lett, 11.7, Roger 12 flat. Cliff Lett saving the best for the last 30 seconds.
Pulled it back, didn't he? Must have learned something in that speed run.
Yeah, I think he dropped the hammer there. 15 seconds.
And very wise, he stayed just enough in front of him to pull off the victory.
Yeah, his parents want to show off.
That's what it was. That's what it was. You want to show off for Mom and Dad.
20 laps now for Clifford as he goes across the line, 11.9. Roger Payne, 12.3. Steenhoven, 12.3. And it's time. Daryl Silva, you're done. Mark Pavitas, you're done. Bowers, you're done. Tillum, you're done. Cliff Lett, you're done. Steenhoven, Payne, you're both done. Koba, you're done. Hamilton, you're done.
Still cars on the track, please. Still cars on the track. Quarter marshals, the track is still hot. Might as well have been starting on the concrete track.
21-4-13 if you got 4.
21-407 for Cliff Lett, 409 for Steenhoven, 409 for Payne.
No.
The top 5 won 21 laps.
What a weekend for Cliff Letton Team Associated, huh? Unbelievable. Man, 94, almost 95 mile an hour in a speed run, then pull off the invitational 4-minute victory with real smart racing.
This is Gary Owen. One day Roger came to talk to me, and he said someone told me we should hire Gary Owen as our salesman. I said, well, Wayne, who is our shipper, talks to all of our distributors on a weekly basis. They trust him. All they want to know is what's new and when are you shipping our order. This change will not make Wayne very happy with us. But as a pure salesman, Mike Ogle, who does our awesome ads, is our best salesman. He's getting right to the people who buy our cars and trucks. But I'll tell you what we should do. I'll agree to hire Gary to be our salesman, which is a 2-hour-a-week job. But I'll give him 4 hours on Friday morning to be our salesman. But as you know, we lost our custom relations person, Topper, and we need a replacement. So Gary can be our customer relations person for the other 36 hours in the week. Roger said, I have to go and talk to someone about this and I'll be back. In a few minutes he came back and said, we should do as you suggested. So we hired Gary. A while later, at one of our Tuesday business meetings, someone suggested that Gary and I should go to our two main distributors, Horizon and Great Plains, which is also Hobbyco, so I could introduce Gary to them. I said, that's a good idea, but we're not going until we have a couple of new products to show them. That's what they want to know. So a while later, we flew to Chicago and drove 2.5 hours south to Horizon Distributors. During this time, Gary and I got to know each other a bit more. He said he worked for Parma, but he wasn't the salesman. That was Ken McDowell, who was the owner. And I told Gary that Horizon started as a distributor who only specialized in and sold Associated's kits and parts. And in the past few years, they expanded from there. When we got there, we were escorted to Reed Hinton's office. Reed is a very good, hard-working person. He answered all our questions, and we answered his. Reed is the buyer for Horizon. Then Reed took us on a tour of Horizon. As we were walking down this aisle of telephone order salespeople, I stopped and gave a big thumbs up to this guy who had a copy of our RC10T3 ad on his backboard. He said, thank you. That ad was in a perfect place for a salesman, and I said, thanks to you. Then we went by the repair department, where these guys have a tough job to do. Then we came to the massive warehouse where all the dealers' orders are processed. This order picker will go through the warehouse, putting together the hobby shop's order from all the different manufacturers, and after filling a number of his carts, will then take them to the shipping department to be sent to the dealer. Each order picker has their own small office space. We were following Reed while also trying to see the different stock items. Then we came to the associated stock section and we stopped to take a good look. In the lower left-hand corner is the RC10 GT gas trucks, our biggest sellers. This is just a small section of the associated parts. You still can't see the whole associated parts section even in this photo. I don't know if this guy gets paid for doing his job or if he just does it for free because it's so much fun, but I imagine John Adams gets paid to test all the new products that come out in the market. John has to test all the latest RC cars and airplanes and radios. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. And the next day we went to Hobbyco. Hobbyco consists of Great Plains and Tower Hobbies plus other categories. It's huge. We're patiently waiting for Carrie Hogan, our buyer from Hobbyco. Carrie was a very good, cordial host to us. The Hobbyco warehouse has a very high ceiling and everything is stacked up to the ceiling. They also use a stock picker system, except their stock pickers carts are much bigger. They also have to get their whole orders completed before they take them to shipping. It takes one of these special forklifts to get these pallets of boxes up to the higher shelves. If you're shipping out stock every day, you have to keep renewing your inventory every day with more new product from the manufacturers. Tower Hobbies is a division of Hobbyco who sell directly to the public via a Tower Hobbies catalog, which is free to the public and through ads in magazines. Tammy Lemley is responsible for the Tower ads and she's doing a great job. Carol Anderson is in charge of doing the Tower catalog, and if you've seen it, it's a big catalog, and Carol appears to be the perfect person for the job. They have a huge area of about 50 people to take calls from people ordering from the Tower Hobby catalog and ads. It's impressive. We thank Carrie for being such a great host and answering all of our questions. And the next day we flew home, and I don't think Gary and I stopped talking about our trip all the way home. Mark Pavitas, the 1998 Roar Off-Road National Champion. Congratulations, Mark. Squirrel, I guess I should stop using that name now because he's starting to grow out of it. So congratulations to Scott Hughes, our electric truck national champion. RC Car Action magazine has a yearly poll of their readers so they can vote on a number of products. This year, we won Buggy of the Year. And Truck of the Year. And 1/10 and 1/12 On-Road Cars of the Year. Thank you very much to the RC Car Action magazine readers. Our gas truck was turning out to be our top seller, but we ran into a problem. Both Hobbyco and Horizon distributors were out of gas engines for two different reasons, which meant it was hard to sell a gas truck if the customer couldn't also buy the gas engine for it. So I was calling some people to find another source for gas engines. Then I received a call from Chris Cianelli on the left, who was the editor-at-large for RC Car Action, the largest RC car magazine. On the right in the photo is Luis De Francisco, the owner and publisher of RC Car Action magazine. This guy has as much horsepower as the Ferrari he drives. He's perfect for the job because he likes cars almost as much as I do. They're both claiming to be number one, and they're both right. Lewis is the number one in RC car publications, and Chris is the number one editor of RC Car Action magazine. Chris and I had talked for hours together about engines and fuels on a number of occasions, so we knew each other quite well. Chris asked if I was going to the upcoming hobby show in Chicago. I said yes. Then he said, "Look me up in a Car Action booth. I have 3 sources of engine suppliers who will be at the show to talk to you." I said, "Thanks. I'll be seeing you there." So I headed back to our Associated booth, and up walked this gentleman who said, "Are you Mr. Gene Husting?" I said yes, and he identified himself as Mr. Ailing Lai, owner of Thunder Tiger. He said, "I was told you were looking for some gas engines for your truck." I said yes. He said, "We specialize in gas engines. We make them in Taiwan." I had heard a lot of stories about products from Taiwan, so I was a little cautious. I said, "I need to tell you just one thing. I think the carburetor is half of the engine." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because if the carburetor doesn't work correctly and it causes engine problems, people don't say the carburetor is bad, they say the engine is bad." Mr. Lai said, "I agree. I'll send you 4 engines to test, and in 2 weeks I'll call you." I said, "Thank you very much," and he went on to see the show. A week later, when we received the 4 engines, I gave them to my son Curtis, who runs a machine shop at Associated, and I told him to put each one in a gas truck, break it in, drive it, and record what happens. He said, "Okay," and at the end of the week he said, "Dad, I ran all 4 engines." I said, "Is there one still in the truck?" He said, "Yes." So we started it up, and I tried everything to see if I could kill the engine. I would punch it, throw it into a spin, it would stop and idle perfectly. I would let it idle for 1 minute, punch it, and it would take off perfectly. I simply could not find anything wrong. So I asked Curtis, "What did the other 3 engines do?" He said they were exactly like this one. I said, "Wow!" The next week, I got a call from Mr. Lai, and he asked about the engines. I told him all 4 were great. He said, "I'll be there next week and I'd like to drive the truck too." I said, "Okay." A week later he came and drove the truck and did all the same things Curtis and I did, and everything was good. Then I said, "I'd like you to build an engine for Associated." He said, "Good." But I said, "It must be an engine that I designed." He said, "Do you have a blueprint?" I said yes, and showed him the blueprint, which was totally different from his engines. Then he asked why I wanted to do this change and that change. I told him about each point, and he said, "Interesting. I can do it. But first you must come to Taiwan and present your proposal to our board of directors." I thought, oh my gosh, my plans didn't include going to Taiwan, but if that's what it took, I told him I would go. So a couple weeks later I flew to Taiwan, and he met me at the airport in Taipei, and we took the drive south to Taichung. Taichung is quite a large city. They have some very modern-looking buildings. He took me to my hotel, which would be a Class 6 here. This is a display in the lobby. Polished marble stairway and walls. This is my bathroom, all for the price of a Days Inn hotel. I was feeling better after the long flight. The next day was Sunday, so it was a day to go touring. We went to this elaborate shrine. On the left is Tracy, Mr. Lai's wife. She is a very nice person. I don't know who the gentleman is in a yellow jacket, but on the far right is Franco Sabatini, whom I met at the first World Championships in Pomona, California. Franco was a leader of the Italian team there. That was in 1977. Here he was designing a new 1A scale four-wheel drive gas off-road car for Thunder Tiger. It was a work of art. This is a sculptured dome inside. Really fantastic. Beautiful artifacts. The Guardians of the Shrine. Works for me, but apparently not for the young girl. It's a big tourist attraction, so there's a lot of small vendors displaying their products. The Chinese get half of their food from the ocean. 95% of what I looked at, I didn't even recognize. Time for our drive back to my hotel. The lightweight motorbikes and scooters are very popular here. Parking your scooter is not a problem. Retrieving your scooter looks like it could be a nightmare. I didn't even know there were 7-Eleven stores outside of our country. Of course, McDonald's is a world favorite. I was starting to feel real good now. Look how many people are in there. But all I ate in Taiwan was Chinese food. At home we have Chinese food at least once a week. But the Chinese food I had here was a whole lot better. The next day we were off to visit the Thunder Tiger factory. This is a manufacturing building where the engines are made. The sign says, "Welcome, Team Associated, Mr. Gene Husting." I appreciated that. I had tea with Tracy and Aling Lai. This is a real businesswoman. Mr. Lai's office. Part of the office staff. Engines are Mr. Lai's passion. That's what the business was founded on. Notice the new turbojet engine on the right. Thunder Tiger has expanded from engines to airplanes to cars. This engineer is working on improvements to their new turbojet engine. A detailed drawing of the engine. State of the art. They're firing up the turbojet for the first time. It has a totally different sound than what you're used to. It sounds more like a real turbojet engine. This is Mr. Miano, who designed all of Thunder Tiger's engines. Mr. Miano used to design all of the OS Max engines. This was a very special occasion. Now I got to take a tour of the engine manufacturing area. More machinery. Thunder Tiger has the very best machinery from Germany and Japan. Mr. Lai is a hands-on kind of a guy. He actually knows exactly what each and every one of these machines do. The bronze bushings in the engine nose cones being bored to size and alignment. The crankcases being bored for the piston sleeves. Finished crankcases. Mr. Lai checking a sleeve for compliance to the roundness tolerance. A special measuring instrument to check crankcase tolerances. Another machine to check concentricity tolerances. This unit checks the center line between the bore for the small bearing on the crankshaft to the bore for the large bearing on the crankshaft. It's critical that these two bores be in perfect alignment. The nose cones with crankshafts being installed onto the engine blocks. On my last day, Mr. Lai asked me to come to a board meeting with his executive committee. Along the way, he showed me these awards that he has received from the Taiwanese government for Businessman of the Year, Achievement of the Year, etc. Very impressive awards. And then we went to the conference room to meet with the 9 members of the executive committee. This is not a picture of their conference room, but it's very similar. Mr. Lai started by saying that we have agreed to manufacture your design of the associated gas engine at the agreed upon price. I thought, wow, that's great. Then I said thank you very much to everyone. Then I was ready to get up when Mr. Lai said, we have another proposal for you. We would like to make a completely assembled version, an RTR, ready-to-run kit of your RC10 car. I was caught totally off guard. I was happy just getting the new engine. My mind was now going 100 miles an hour. I didn't say anything for a short period of time. Then I said, I'd rather have you make a ready-to-run identical version of our RC10 GT gas truck. There was silence for a moment. Then the board started talking in Chinese, of course, for a while. Point 80, Part 2. I waited patiently while thinking a little more. Finally, they stopped talking, and Mr. Lai said, "We agree to make an identical version of your RC10 GT gas truck for you." I said, "Thank you, but there is one more stipulation I need. It must have a list price exactly the same as Traxxas's gas truck. Traxxas is a company that backpoured our RC10 car earlier." This would be my way of saying thank you. Then the board went back to talking again for a while. Finally, Mr. Lai said, "We would be happy to make an RTR version of your gas truck for you at your recommended price." I thought this would be an easier sell because this truck had a gas engine in it, which I'm sure helped to sway his decision. And for me, I came to get my gas engine and I was leaving with my gas engine and an RTR gas truck. It was like Christmas time. Wow! I told everyone thank you very much. We all shook hands, and the next day I left to go home. When I got back to Associated and we had our weekly Tuesday meeting in a room that looked something like this, I told everyone that Thunder Tiger was going to make a ready-to-run version of our gas truck for us. So I need a complete set of blueprints for our gas truck to send to them. There was complete silence for a while. Then someone said, "You're joking, right? We can't send them our blueprints." Then I said, "It's to our benefit to send the blueprints. We want each and every part they make to be exactly identical to our parts. Then our dealers and distributors will be anxious to sell our ready-to-run gas trucks because they already have all the spare parts for it." Everyone in the room thought I had lost my mind. I knew it was going to be a tough sell, but I could see the final outcome, and I knew it was worth it. About 2 months later, in the evening, I received a call from Mr. Lai. He said, "Gene, we just ran your new engine today." I says, "Good, what did it do?" He says, "Good and bad." I said, "What was the good part?" He said, "It made more horsepower by 26%, more torque by 23%, and more RPM by 22%. I said, "Great." I said, "What's the bad part?" He said, "Now I have to change all my engines over to your type." I said, "Think of it as being better for you." He makes about 100 different types and sizes of engines. It took him over 2 years, but he did change all his engines over to my style. On my blueprints, and what I told Mr. Lai I wanted, was a crankcase wall that was twice as thick as his normal 15 size engines, more cooling fins, as shown on the engine here, and the head here, and a one-piece crankshaft. You can see the black pull start handle on the right side. One of the other main changes I wanted was a true 90-degree exhaust port. This rough drawing shows a 75-degree port which restricts the exhaust from leaving the engine and also blocks the intake ports inside the engine, restricting horsepower. So what you're looking at on the drawing, on the left side, the black area is a wall forcing the exhaust to go towards the right-hand side instead of straight out. What you see on my engine is the exhaust coming straight out of the engine. The 3 intake ports inside the engine are also positioned in a normal position too, meaning we get more overall power. You know the best thing? Mr. Lai never asked me to change one thing. Richard Saxton wins the electric and gas truck classes at the 1998 Norca Truck World Cup Championships. Congratulations, Richard. Way to go. Eight out of 10 electric trucks and 9 out of 10 gas trucks in the mains. Wow. Doesn't get any better than this. Congratulations, guys.
All right, 3 A mains here this afternoon. We're going to spread them out during the course of the day. This is the first of the day. We're going to let you know who these people are and who they are sponsored by. We're also going to let you know what position they qualified in. Running for Associated Pro Line, Reedy, MIP, LRP, Yokomo, Team Notebook and Doug is Doug Rona! Running for Team Associated, Reedy, Aerotronics, Proline, MIP, Yokomo, Kimbrough, Mechanics Wear, SoCal Racing. Put your hands together for the red and white car, Mr. Billy Easton! Rock and rolling out here, putting in some good times. Running for Associated, Reedy, Proline, LRP, Yokomo, MIP, Something Paints, Aerotronics, Mechanics Wear, Kimbrough. Let's hear it for Mr. Mark Benitez! What is it? Fibers Paints. Fibers. Running at the number 1 qualifying position. Running for Proline Associated, Reedy, LRP, KO, ProPro, MIP, Yokomo, Team Milk, and Doug. It's Doug Hughes! Doug! Top 10 in the whole darn weekend. We're going to put them down. Here we go. Drivers are set. 10 marshals there. Drivers on the sound of the tone. They're off. This is the 3rd A main for 2-wheel drive. There are your 2 winners of the first 2 mains jumping out first and second. That is Brian Kinwald and Mark Pravitas. Mark Pravitas in the lead. Brian Kinwald second. Matt Francis in third. It can all come down to this race right here. It actually does. We've got Mark Pravitas in the lead. This situation determines the outcome. It is Mark Pravitas in the front. Brian Kinwald in second. Mark starting to reel off a lead. Down the straightaway he comes. Mark Pravitas the number 1. Brian Kinwald in second. Matt Francis third. Tim Urano in the 4th position, followed by Billy Easton with a nice inside move back into 4th. Following those 2 is Mark Francis. Yes, it is Timu in the 5th position because Marcus Lupke running 10th right now. We've got the leader though. Mark Pravitas in the lead. Brian Kinwald in second. Billy Easton moving up into the 3rd position, followed by Timu Urano. So Billy trying to make a move. Billy did finish second in the last race. Billy trying to get second overall here. Kinwald in second. Billy Easton in 3rd. Billy to the inside of Brian. There's a battle for second position as Pravitas stretches out a lead. Billy jumping to the inside. Kinwald with a nice beautiful line into that corner. Kinwald's car looks a little loose going in. It's Kinwald in second. 3rd is Billy Easton. Looking everywhere. Thank you, big guy. Easton in third, T. Moreno in fourth. Fifth is going to be Matt Francis.
Get out! Oh, move!
So it is T. Moreno in second now. Billy Easton third. Fourth is going to go to Brian Kinroll. Fifth is Matt Francis. And Provitas has got a huge lead, trying to take the two-wheel championship also here, the winter champs. Yuka Stenari already wrapping up the four-wheel championship at the first two mains. So Team Marino in second, getting a little boost. Billy Easton be inside.
Thank you, big guy. Thank you. Huge whip.
A huge 5-second lead already. 5-second lead with 1:30 to go for Mark Provitas. Billy Easton in second. Brian Kinwald in third. Fourth is Steve Marino. Brian Kinwald trying everything to pull up on the backside of Billy Easton. We've got Scott Hughes making a huge move up into the fifth position now. Scott Hughes from the back of the pack starting to come in. Scott going triple-double. Here he comes, back on the backside of Team Moreno, who's in the fourth position. Billy Easton starting to stretch out his lead on second between him and Kinwald. Billy Easton through the infield in second, driving a beautiful line. Brian Kinwald driving a beautiful line also in the third position. But Provitas has only got 50 seconds to go for a two-wheel drive championship here. Billy Easton in second. Brian Kinwald starting to pull up on him. Billy over the triples, catches a little wheel. Kinwald rolls right up on the backside of him. Down the straightaway they go. Billy Easton and Brian Kinwald. It looks like they're going to have possibly 2 more laps. This lap and another one. Billy Easton to the inside. Kinwald to the inside. Billy back to the inside. Kinwald back to the inside. What a great race between these two. They're going through the infield. I know Provitas is going to make it by. I don't have a clue if these two are going to make it by. It's Provitas with the lead. He's going to come down the straightaway for a second last time. Billy to the inside. Kinwald in second. Billy in third. Billy with a beautiful line. We've got 5 seconds to go. They are going to go out for one more. Scott. Take the line, Scott. Brian's car in the first position. That is a race.
Congratulations to Mark Provitas for winning the two-wheel drive class, and to Brian Kinwald for taking second, and Billy Easton for finishing third.
Opinion guy. She blew out on me.
Too much power, couldn't hold opinion on her.
Yeah, I got on here, just come back home.
You want a bottle of glue?
Yeah, maybe. I tried a couple of different
You
have any stickers here?
I do, it's still pushing like a bad. But yeah, the whole shots are good. Right? Oh, they're good. My car. Nice steering.
Jason's helper?
Yep.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Brendan.
Hi. Hi. How you doing?
You wait hard?
Hi. You helping? Yeah.
What was that?
Chick-fil-A? What was that?
Oh gosh! Oh, don't break my camera, okay? Don't break my camera.
And I had fucking fine. The Chargers would be good.
How many times you had that open today? Well, this week, Curtis.
What?
How many times you had that open this week?
I think I about wore out all the boxes. I have to keep replacing the boxes because I got it open so many times.
Yeah, I know. I can't get away. I got you.
Yeah.
Got you locked in.
Okay.
So, excited?
Having a good time?
Oh yeah, it's great. As long as it doesn't rain today, it'll be really good.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
Remember when Billy got that thing at top Peter?
Or was it that?
He had a movie room, and there's just like chairs. Paper towels. I'm doing a back end for watch out.
Isn't there like paper towels in there?
Yeah, oh my god.
I couldn't get going.
Just go check out.
Yeah, I noticed like right after the race when you hit the gas and you spun out. Yeah. First.
Once you go exercise.
First tiebreak is highest position of. Hey, charge. Okay, turn marshals are there. Drivers are ready. Third A main on the sound of the tone. They're off. This is your third truck, A main, jumping out to the early lead. Will be Scott Hughes, your top qualifier, followed by Mark Pavitas. Billy Easton in the third position. Fourth position is Mark Francis. Oh, Scott Hughes gets caught up. Mark Pavitas now takes an early lead. Second is Billy Easton. Third, Mark Francis. This is going to work out. Scott Hughes getting beat up in the back. Got to make it to the front now. Third is Mark Pavitas and Billy Easton. Second is Mark Francis. So you got the battle of the three down the straightaway. Scott Hughes still getting beat up, going from first to eighth in one lap. It is Mark Pavitas in the lead, Billy Easton in second, Mark Francis in third. Fourth is going to go to Matt Francis. So you've got the tag team brothers of Francis and Francis. Behind Billy Easton and Mark Pavitas.
Come on, Billy!
Go, Billy!
Billy Easton driving a nice tight line. Here comes Mark Francis. Mark says, here, I'll put a wheel up, help you out here. Mark Francis trying to get by Billy Easton. Mark Pavitas stretching out his lead. Lucas Denari helping Jason with a little bit of traction problems. Rona just beat up in the truck class. Not a good situation. So we have Mark Pavitas out in front, Billy Easton in the second position, third position is Mark Francis, fourth position is Matt Francis. So two really powered associated T3s out in first and second, two Trinity powered double X T4s. They're both pulling each other over the pace in the third and fourth position, followed by a Trinity powered double X TCR Brian Kinwell. Kinwell starting to make his way up from the seventh position, followed by Lucas Denari, Scott Hughes, Jason Rona doing a little wheelie. They take each other up. Kinwell gets in the third position now. Kinwell making it by. He goes from fifth to third, one corner. Mark Pavitas stretching out a lead here. Mark Pavitas on his way to the 1999 Truck Championship. Billy Easton in the second position, third position, Kinwall, followed by Francis and Francis. Mark and Matt in that order. Lucas Denari in the sixth position, followed by, Scott Hughes making a brave move there through the doubles. Scott Hughes moving into the fifth, sixth, seventh position right now. Sixth position. So it is Pavitas, Easton, Kinwall, Francis, Hughes, Ronas, Denari, Schaefer, and Guerrero. 1:15 to go on the master clock. 1:15, your leader, Mark Pavitas. On to and down the front straightaway. There he goes. It is Mark Pavitas in the number 2. Bright pink, blue, and white truck, white wheels, through the 180 on the left side of the track, over the doubles, through the S's, over the little roller now, up to the triple-double, and he clears the triple to the double. Billy Easton still in second position, then Dirknader on the move. Brian Kinwald in the third position. Kinwald making up some serious time on Billy Easton. Last lap for Pavitas, 33.2, last lap 33.26 for Billy Easton. 33.1 for Brian Kinwald. Easton, the fastest truck on the last lap. Here comes Billy Easton and Brian Kinwald as Pavitas is on. Through the S's, up to the triple jump mark. You've got 10 seconds to go. He's going to make it by. I don't think anybody else is going to. So this could be the last lap. We got 5 seconds. Keep on to the inside of Billy Easton. To the outside. Keep on to the inside. They come to the strip of the Wait for him to turn around. Brian Kinwald, this second will have to review that one with the referees.
Yeah.
Billy Easton's going to take third. Fourth is going to go to Mark Francis. Scott Hughes in fifth. Jason Rhoda, Matt Francis. And here's your champion right here. Coming up to the triples. Everybody give it up for Mark Pavitas. Your 1999 truck champion. Here's the winner champion. Pavitas down the straight with the win. Truck number 2. That is a race.
Congratulations again to Mark Pavitas for also winning the truck class, with Scott Hughes for taking second and Brian Kinwald for finishing third. Mark Pavitas wins both the two-wheel drive and the truck class. Wow, you can't do any better than that. Way to go, Mark. On October 6, 1999, I took a 12-hour flight to Tokyo to meet with Mr. A-Ling Lai, the owner of Thunder Tiger Products, who was making an RTR, ready-to-run version of our RC10 GT gas truck. We stayed at the new awesome Otani Hotel in Tokyo, and the next day we went to one of the largest hobby shows in the world and walked all day long and loved it. The next day we went to Akihabara, which is where all the cameras and movie cameras in Tokyo are sold in dozens of stores, all within a one-block area. In the afternoon, we flew to Shanghai. Hi.
Hi.
We're on tour.
On tour.
Going to see Shanghai.
Okay, let's go. Move.
Let's go. These awesome buildings.
You gotta get that all the way up there and then over to the right to those buildings. Oh, so tall.
Real slow, real slow. A view of China we never get to see here in the USA.
Jane, you run too fast. Well, I cannot believe you are the age I cannot run this thing.
Part of the buildings that were built under the English rule.
Smiling, Jane.
有没有相片啊？胶卷啊？没有啦，35张了。
18张也还早呢
18张。
还有，今天还有报喜啊，18个这个表啊，小鸡。
这就这样子的啦，之前一样的。4张啦，对吧？4张一套啦，你照一张、3张还一张5张。2张有怎么有的？他一套就4张。
We're on the way to my hotel.
What's happening?
Oh, yes. Shooting star.
This is totally awesome.
Look at that. Look at that. Great. Here comes a guy on a bicycle right out of the middle of nowhere. Oh, gosh, we just missed him. Look at that car, wrong side of the street.
Don't scare your people. Come on.
Come on, well, it scares me. Watch out, what's going to happen? That guy's cutting right in front of him. Whoa, look at that guy on the bicycle right in front of him. Whoa, how'd he get through there? Holy mackerel. We're going to try the left side. Oh, yeah, no problem. Ciao. Oh, now that guy on the bicycle. Where are they going? Look at that woman and a kid on the back. She's going to get, whoa, the lady in front here. Oh, I hope she moves over a little bit because we're running out of room. Ooh, and a rickshaw with tomatoes in it. That'd make a good mess, wouldn't it? Here coming a couple more rickshaws over on the right. Ooh, where'd that guy come from? No, we got to go on the left side again. Oh, just made it through there. Whoop, this guy's running the wrong way down the street there. Holy mackerel.
You enjoy this.
Oh, this is, watch out. Somebody's going to do, look at those, the guys on the bicycle are cutting right in front there. They don't even care if the car's, woo, this is.
Yeah, well, that's not that's a good, bad thing. Let me show the good thing about this bridge. There's a bridge over that.
Look at this guy right in front of him. Oh, we almost cut him. Jeez.
This is the nice.
Hey, see, you're missing everything here. What are you doing? You're gonna be a reporter. You gotta stay on it. Whoa! It's almost got chopped off there. This is too exciting. Okay, we're down in the easy part now. You can back off there.
This is the hotel where we stayed at in Ningbo, which is out in the middle of nowhere, but it was first class.
Yes, comes in. There's a hotel in the Thunder Tiger City, huh? City called Yiyao. Yeah, I know. Do you believe this? Do you believe it? Oh man. Hey, Jin, you believe this?
No, I can't believe it. I'm here and I don't believe it.
Great, huh? Here's comes Jin again.
Okay, you gotta wait till we get to the good part.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want a good part, you want a bad part too, right?
What?
You want a good part and you want a bad part too.
Okay.
Just
Hey,
one.
hey.
Just one minute.
No, quick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too low.
No, I have a nice picture for your wife. Come on. Okay.
We're in Danger Alley again.
Look at this.
You want the bad stuff, not the good stuff.
On all the good stuff. Jeez. Watch this couple walking right across the street, not even looking where they're going. They don't even care. Cars coming, motorcycles, everybody. Whoa, where's this guy going? Holy mackerel. Woo. Look at the car halfway on. I don't know where he's going either.
Don't share your wife this
Oh
one.
gosh, look at all that. Ooh, geez. Oh, this is going to be great. This is, look at what's coming out in the middle of the street. Holy wow. And we get cut off by a motorcycle. Oh, now here's a guy sitting on the back of the bike. He don't even know what's going on yet. Oh, well, we made it through that block. Let's see what the next block is like. Whoa, where'd he come from? Oh, we come up to an intersection. This should be good. Yeah, okay, let's walk out. It doesn't make any difference. Cars coming, no big deal. It doesn't make any difference. Oh, where'd he come from? Holy mackerel. Oh, we got cut off by another motorcycle. Oh, this wouldn't be my place to want to drive, I don't think.
I will drive for you tomorrow.
No. You make it really exciting.
This is good video for Rita show.
That's right, for the Richter show. Everybody.
Hey, you want to see Taiwan Santa Tiger?
Everybody would be watching the video instead of the show. They wouldn't believe it. Oh, we got signals. People are actually stopping. That's kind of interesting.
That's special.
That's something new.
It's Yangzhou Yexin.
You don't see that right there.
Yeah. No, from already started now.
Already started.
Yeah. In total is 6 million square feet. So Mr. Jin Husting, how many you need? How big spare you need?
This is the industrial park in Ningbo for Taiwanese companies only.
This is a nice one, huh? 我们到 CW5 去。Okay. That's my real estate company, the headquarters of that. And now we got the arrival at C35.
This is the office.
First factory of Santa Tiger, China. This is here. See? 好了，这样好了。We must have a. Jin, you must come here. There comes. Good.
Look it up there. Believe that? Let's go in.
Okay, let's go in. This is Hey, Jin, I want to show you what I have done before. You know, this is off-road bucky and rally car, no, tuning car, and then this is a crusher. So you're still there, Jin?
Yep.
Okay. This is my office. My furniture is not done yet. My furniture is coming late because I don't like the quality of what they show me. We make a lot of products, huh? Hey, this airplane is no rotors. Where's the rotor? Must be missing, huh? All the airplane is no rotors. I can't believe.
No rockets?
Rotors, rotors are missing.
Oh.
The stable. And this is a walking desk for Jin and Ali night. Because my furniture is no good and I send it back and I got by
Thing for them to understand. And I don't know how to tell you to tell them to do it. Way it is right now. Look how much wood there is. See how close that is? It's very close. Okay. If we move this up, and we move this up, there's lots of room. And it's not going to change anything on the car, right? Okay. So enough doesn't have to be that thin. Enough can be, yeah, enough can be that big. Sure. Well, these two screws don't do anything. They just hold everything on. There is no door. The thing that holds it there is the chassis. Right? So if we can switch the chassis back up there and put it right on top, it's possible to advance it from the left to the right. This was the first ready-to-run car Thunder Tiger was making for us. It was important for me to be here to help make sure it was assembled correctly.
The grease, I think it's enough.
It's great.
It's great?
Great.
Okay. 네,错了，蓝色公司才。然后上那个白色盖子。再做。不对。那还有另外一层。装这个，之后装这个。
Later, done. Mr. Fang, he's the
There must be more than 70 people just assembling our truck. Something impossible for us to do at home. For China, it's normal.
不要紧，这里是一个。
大家做婚内，哇，那婚内表，好低啊，那种东西后来都不会赚的，要做这种东西才会赚，做那个，我他妈，人家 copy 让人家去做好，不赚。哎，you know what it's called? It's called RC10, ready to run.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I never seen that before.
You never see that?
What is that? Does it work?
I don't know. They run pretty good.
It runs pretty good?
Hey, I take 2 years to get this job done. No, 4 months. But you take 2 years. You take 1 year and 8 months. Only thinking, and I do all the job for 4 months.
These are the special plastic injection molding machines that make suspension blocks in arms, in steering blocks, in wheels, etc. To understand, and I don't know how to tell you to tell them to do it. One of the things is
You want to have a lunch, Tin? You want a lunch here?
okay with me. Everyone in China that works for Thunder Tiger receives breakfast, lunch, and dinner free. And there's an employee dormitory free with 2 people per room. So the employees have no expenses. They can save all of their paychecks. And it looks like they eat better than I do too.
It's very beautiful lady, huh? Well, I go to second floor for for lunch. Okay. And find out TV then.
No more of me. They don't want to see me.
Ah, they want to see. See a nice girl. What's a nice girl?
Yeah, pretty girl, nice girl.
Oh, we have Buddha here.
Oh yeah, I don't have a phone.
Oh, I come later. This is a restaurant. Cindy, next time you send your employee, don't be afraid. Huh? The restaurant is good here.
That we're gonna get there, but we've been to places, and the pictures and the video and everything that we got is just going to be really great. That you're going to be surprised and amazed, as I am. Just the things that are here that are just you're just not ready for. But when we went to the factory today, we got to see how they're going to assemble the RTR and everything, you know, and they're pretty good. You can see how they can make this. They're making ready to run. You know, been to places, and the pictures and the video and everything that we got is just going to be really great. That you're going to be surprised and amazed, as I am. Just the things that are here that are just you're just not ready for. But when we went to the factory today, we got to see how they're going to assemble the RTR and everything, you know, and they're pretty good. You can see how they can make this. They're making ready to run, you know what a flying model airplane made out of balsa wood is. They can make ready to run also airplanes and sell them and make them cheap enough that people can actually buy them, you know, and nobody else can do that but them. They just can't do that. But he's got about 300 employees working here. It's just, I know, that's what I said too. When I saw everybody, you know, the different buildings and everything, that's what I said, wow. It just was really something. But I've got just a ton of pictures, and he's taken 1,000 videos of me all the time, going everywhere that we go and everything, you know. I told them, they don't want to see me, they want to see other stuff in it. So we got a lot of stuff in it anyway.
Now, holy mackerel.
And now I'm off to the airport, on my way back home.
It's kind of like...
This is our brand new, first ever, ready to run, the RC10 GT gas truck. Everyone at Associated knew this couldn't possibly happen. But it did. Now they were all believers. It's simply beautiful. Mark TQs and Masami wins yet another World Championships with our RC10 B3 off-road. Congratulations, Mark. Way to go. Congratulations, Masami. You're awesome.